Well, the purpose of the civil service programme is to ensure that Ireland has a modern and an efficient civil service, and that one that helps to improve people's lives by helping to bring about economic recovery. Now, since my election as Taoiseach, I've witnessed this in an extraordinary variety of ways. For instance, in the past 3 years, the civil service has assisted the government in dealing with a very complicated presidency, which we held last year from January to June. They've also assisted greatly in the rolling out of the new intro offices all over the country, dealing with people on the live register. In addition to that, for instance, the civil service have helped prepare the structure for a whole new change in the way the Department of Agriculture works within the reform of the Common Agricultural Policy. And finally, of course, the civil service have been of extraordinary support in Ireland achieving its ambition of exiting the EU-IMF bailout.
It's been my privilege over a parliamentary career of almost 30 years to work with a variety of really quality public servants. Civil servants in this country give tremendous service to the state. In the last number of years, obviously, that's been challenged with economic changes that have required everybody to work harder, do more. It's, I think, instructive that the Troika, on leaving this country, one of them said to me that of all the public servants, all the civil services that they had dealt with, ours was among the best. But that doesn't mean that we don't need to change, that we don't need to reflect on how we do things. We've been involved in reform for the last 3 years. That reform agenda has to continue apace. And at the end of it, we want to have a civil service in Ireland that is world class, that upholds the values that have characterised the Irish civil service from the foundation of the state, but that everybody working in the civil service and every taxpayer paying for the civil service can have confidence that they're getting value for money and they know that their service is the best in the world.
I want to see a civil service that is world class. I want to see a civil service that is impartial, that has retained its integrity and credibility, that reflects the best of modern Ireland. But I also want to see a civil service where the people who work in it, the men and women who work in the civil service, are able to fulfil their career ambitions and work in a system of which they can be truly proud. That's what it's about.